Hong Kong Direct is your weekly racing roundup full of news, views, interviews, previews and special guests. And coming up on today's show, we'll look at some of the horses that are imported through the Southern Hemisphere through the summer, possibly heading towards the 4-year-old series that will kick off in January. Looking back to Friday's National Cup Day card, and of course the hero of the day was Super Wealthy for Alexi Bedell and David Hayes. And on Wednesday nights at Happy Valley, well, Jerry Chau rode his way out of the apprentice ranks on Transcendent for Tony Cruz. We'll hear from Jerry as he's now considered a senior rider. So plenty to pack into today's show. We're going to finish off as well as we build up towards group races a week on Sunday with a classic replay from the Shartin Trophy from a few years ago, and that was California Memory. Before all that, though, we'll start off with Ed Sadler's report. You might remember Ed, he used to work on the show here. Now back in Australia, he's put together a few horses we should be looking out for that have been imported from Australia or the Southern Hemisphere up to Hong Kong for this season.
Thank you, Andrew. Great to be back on Hong Kong Direct as a guest this time as well. Hope that you and all the team are keeping well. I've been asked to give you 3 horses from here in Australia to keep an eye on now that they're in Hong Kong. And we're going to start off with a horse called Captain Win. In Australia, he was known as Captain Spud. Keep an eye for him, particularly when the blinkers go on. At his last 3 starts, he wore the headgear. He won in each of them, working his way up through the grades until he won at Caulfield, and that was his last ever start here. Speaking to his trainer, Peter Galagotis feels that the horse was really on an upward trajectory. He's now gone to Peter's mate in Hong Kong, David Hall. He's trialled nicely in Hong Kong already. Zach Purton was riding him in that trial on Tuesday. We know that Zach has a terrific eye for talent, so I think he's a horse that could be a factor in some good races this season. My second horse to follow in Hong Kong for the season is Safe. Now, he hasn't got a name in Hong Kong yet. He's G195. He's with Tony Cruz. And he's got some good form in Australia behind the likes of Lightsaber, who's then gone on to win a Group 3 and is racing in the Caulfield Guineas on the weekend. He then won his other 2 starts around that performance. So I think he's got the right form references. He hasn't been in Hong Kong for too long, so he might be one just to keep an eye out for a bit later on in the season. But on what he's done as a 2-year-old, the form references and how they've been boosted in more recent times, he's definitely a horse with potential.
Son of Mercury still there with Little Schnitty. Sandy Prince, Safe taking a while to get there. Sandy Prince just from Safe, who drives, and it's close on the line between Safe and Sandy Prince, with Son of Mercury running third.
And my final horse to follow for the season is the Irishman. No, I'm not talking about Neil Callan. I'm talking about a horse who's got good form here in Australia. He finished second in the Far Lap Stakes behind Hungry Heart. Now, Hungry Heart then went on to win 2 Group 1s, and in one of the Group 1s beat Jewis, who then went on to win the Queensland Oaks. The form has well and truly been franked by Tavistock, so a horse who will definitely appreciate getting over a bit of ground with Francis Loy at the moment, rated 80, so does have a bit of wiggle room in the ratings, I feel, and a horse that could be a factor when it comes to this year's 4-year-old series.
It's the Irishman in front, but Kiku, the outside, quickly moved up, and Kiku wants to lay in a bit, got to the front from the Irishman, clear then from Poland running on, but Kiku a length clear from the Irishman. Kiku kept going, and now she's a Group 3 winner. That's 3 in a row for Kiku, beat the Irishman.
Great stuff, Ed. We'll keep an eye on those. That's far from an exhaustive list. And just on that Captain Win, Captain Spud did have a certain charm to that name, but Captain Win, as he's now known, that was Golden 60 winning that trial on Tuesday as well. So it does look quite smart also. All right, we'll hopefully have a look at some of the Northern Hemisphere imports as well over the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. National Day Cup on Friday. And quite aptly, I suppose, this was a Southern Hemisphere import winning this race as well. Super Wealthy is named now, but he used to be covert operation with Jason Coyle in Australia.
Computer Patch, Hong Kong Wind tracking them into the race on the far side. As to is Super Wealthy getting through between runners. On the outside rail, Lucky Patch, Lucky Moore, Skyfield running on behind them. Strongest trying to get clear here. It's Super Wealthy in front. Strongest trying to get through. Lucky Patch, it's still in front. Super Wealthy on the far side. Skyfield dashing at them like Super Wealthy for the National Day Cup.
Yeah, he really did, and running exceptional time, beating in-form horses. He's done it twice in a row now, so I've got complete faith in him going forward into the good races here in Hong Kong.
So you believe there is more to come from this horse?
I think so, yes. I just like the way he's relaxing. He's matured in the head, and like a lot of horses, like a lot of my stable, second season horses are just they're just so much better than first season horses.
Just tell us about the satisfaction you're feeling today after last season, which by no means it wasn't easy, was it?
No, look, last season, too many young horses, too many tired horses from other stables, and I just basically had to clean out the shelves and start again. And the last part of the, April, May, June were quite good, and then I thought I'll save these horses for next season. There's no difference running 12th or 6th. And this season I thought if I saved them up, I could be a sneaky chance of being up the top of the premiership.
Oh, the way he's going, well, he's certainly right at the top of it at the moment. David Hayes with 4 winners on Friday, including Nervous Witness, remains unbeaten, 2 from 2. He got a 14-point hike for his win, but still crucially stays in Class 3. I suppose he could run in the bottom of Class 2, but big weight in Class 3 probably next for him. So that was Super Wealthy, who'll probably now be heading towards the Premier Bowl, which comes up a week on Sunday. It's the 60th anniversary of the Oriental Watch Sha Tin Trophy. It's also Gentleman Bow Tie Day, so this isn't Joe throwing his hat into the ring to be the next James Bond, although certainly bring a new dimension to the role, wouldn't he? But this is a week on Sunday. Get your bow ties out. Should be a good lineup as well. So you've got the mile race, should include the likes of Sky, Darcy, White Cuckoo, maybe Panfield and Tourbillon Diamond as well. And the Premier Bowl will Super Wealthy. Skyfield was huge in the 1,000-metre dash there. That was him finishing second at Blakeshire. Getting up in trip for him will be good. Lucky Patch. And possibly Naboo Attack as well. Maybe another David Hayes runner. So that's all to come a week on Sunday, Gentleman's Bow Tie Day there. Jerry Chau, though, had a big day on, or big night, I should say, on Wednesday night. It's taken him a while to get this final winner, this 70th winner, to break out of the apprentice ranks, but he did it on Wednesday night. We caught on with the track work on Friday morning.
It's an amazing moment, and before that, I was thinking I will be more calm, but after the winning post, I was very excited to get the 70 winners and winner for Tony Cruz. Yeah, and it's meaningful because I was hoping this season I can challenge the Tony Cruz reward. Yes, yeah, it's meaningful.
It's been a tough time for everyone with the pandemic and friends and family not being able to come to the races, but I understand your family had been to the races about 4 or 5 times waiting for you to achieve that milestone.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Start of the season, they already come to the races and support me, make me feel really well. Yeah.
When you were rushed back to Hong Kong from South Australia, did you ever imagine things would pan out like they had?
No, I was thinking I will be more little bit hard because Hong Kong is a very competitive place, and very lucky I have my boss to help me a lot, and he teach me everything about Hong Kong and give me all opportunity. Yeah.
You've reached the 70 wins now. What's a goal you've got, maybe a target for this season?
This season I hope I can get more winner than last season, and yeah, this is my first goal, and the second goal is I want to run more good races, and hopefully I can get a winner.
He's absolutely flying, Jerry. He broke Matthew Chadwick's record last year for the most wins in the season from an apprentice. That was 58 to Chadwick's 55, but couldn't quite get close to Chadwick's record for riding out his claim. 472 rides for Matthew Chadwick. Jerry got there in 639, so that just underlines how strong Matthew was riding at the time. But still, that puts him second on the all-time apprentice lists, and Jerry now just claiming 3 until he's ridden 95 winners. Then that goes down to 2, and he gets that £2 claim as a local rider until he's ridden 250. With the way he's going, it might not take him too long. All right, you might have seen the rain there. That was Friday morning at Sha Tin. It's supposed to rain most of Saturday and Sunday as well, so bear that in mind. We're looking ahead to Sunday's programme. 4 races on the all-weather, so that'll probably help. The Yan Chai trophies, the trophy race comes up as race number 6. Look out for Hong Kong Great in the 8th over the 1200. It's a course record over the 1650 on the all-weather though. And next weekend, of course, is the big one with the 2 group races, the Oriental Watch Sha Tin Trophy and the Premier Bowl Group 2 contest there. So we'll have a look at a classic Premier Bowl next week, but we're going to finish the show this time round with California Memory back in 2011 under, quite timely as it turns out, Matthew Chadwick. A daring ride here. He went on to win on International Day as well, so this is a genuine trial for the big day in December. So enjoy this. We'll see you again on Sunday and bring all the action from Hong Kong direct to you.
Extension gets out of a pocket as they straighten. Clark still sitting very quietly on Able One. He's a length on sight winner. Sichuan Success can't get a run. Beauty Flash back to the fence. Extension runs on. Further back to Thumbs Up coming down the outside. Able One is the leader from the stablemate Extension. Thumbs Up rattling home, and California Memory with a late burst. Here's California Memory, one off the fence, charging at Extension and Thumbs Up, and California Memory wins it. He came from last.